Alright, this is Coco on hard difficulty. It's one of the new week 5 songs. And here we go. I added a song offset of 37 milliseconds because the first note is at 37, and an 88 offset for my audio. Oh, nice. That's really nice. That's really nice. $78,050. Interesting. So last time I played it, I got 77,700. And it lagged, and I was wondering if it was going to give me the sick or not. It looks like it didn't even give me the note. I'm going to have to watch that back. But that is still, if that's 223 steps and 222 combo, then that is all 6. Alright, I need to watch that back. Alright, hold on. I'll cut it here. Alright, just watching that back. Yeah, that was a full 6 combo on Coco on hard difficulty. Interestingly, last time I played it, I got 77,700. The game did lag, and I was wondering if one of the arrows picked up at all. It did not kill my combo. So I ended up with a 221 combo, which means 222 steps, because the combo is n-1 in this game. But this one has 223 steps, and I checked the file as well. There are 223 steps on each side. So the max combo is going to be 222, but your max score is going to be 223 times 350 for the sick judgment, and that would give you 78,050. So that's where we are right now. Interesting, though, that it probably lagged last time I played. One arrow maybe out of the judgment window, so it just skipped over it, so it didn't kill the combo, because it wasn't at the start, but it just it didn't count it. So anyway, that's just an interesting thing with the engine, I guess. But this song in particular, the step chart was flawless in terms of the arrow placements, so the quantization was actually really, really good. Just maybe the one thing I would say, well, actually a few things. First, the step editor is a whole lot better. I didn't use the step editor for this, but I wanted to check out if some things have changed, and they have. You can see whose side is which. That's huge because it changes in different sections. You see that? So this would be a must hit equals false section. See right here? So the 0 through 3 are, so 0, 1, 2, 3, and then that would be the opponent, and then you'd have 4, 5, 6, 7 for your arrows, but then it switches back, and now you're 0, 1, 2, 3, and they're 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a little different, I guess. It's basically where the focus is for the camera, but this icon here, these icons here make a world of difference. 100 BPM, that's correct. And let me go to the audio file. But the step editor's much improved. If I made a few suggestions to make it a little bit better here, put a song offset, separate value that pushes the arrows down to the first note. So in this case, I'll go to the audio file. I guess you could either argue 37 milliseconds or 48, but I'll show you that in a little bit in terms of the song offset, but it was initially just notes start at 0. Let's go to some arrows. You note here that since I shifted this based on the global offset of my audio plus the song offset that I just put in, the combo of those push these outside of the normal block. So if I place an arrow here, it's not going to line up with where the global offset would have pushed the arrows. To have a setting for global offset outside of the songs would be phenomenal. That would adjust for any sort of headphone delay, or if you're way far away from the computer, then you have the time it takes to travel to your ears or whatever the case is. Rhythm games really should have a global offset unless it's a prepackaged system with known audio latency. But a song offset here would be great, and a settings menu with global offset would be even better. So that would be my recommendation for that, because if you have the song offset, then it should line up, the arrow should line up with the actual blocks with the song offset taken into account. All right, that's about it for this. Let me go to the audio. Right here. So the stock step file used to look like the right side, and ignore. I'm not gonna save over what I just saved, because that also factors in the audio latency for my setup. That's what would be referred to as a global offset. So some speakers are going to have more latency than others. If you have a wireless headset or a Bluetooth headset, you're probably going to have a considerable amount of lag, and you're going to factor in what makes the arrows on sync when you're playing them, if the arrows are correct. And it's going to be different for every, well, it's going to be unique for every system. Like if you have the same hardware, you're going to have like, very close to another system with the same type of hardware setup. That's what they do with some arcade machines. Like for example, DDR, you have a specific set of hardware that goes out to customers, to arcades, and it's like this monitor, these speakers, this software, the compensation for whatever lag exists between those to make it look right. All right, so there's that visual like, hey, are the arrows actually hitting the targets when I need to hit on the beat? And is it dead on the beat? So I adjusted my song offset by 37 and my global offset by 88 milliseconds. And I went by 37 because you see the first audio starts over here at 37 milliseconds, and this whole thing is just one. It's just one. That it's one vocal note here, and the distance between the notes here, you're going to see 637 to 037 to 638. That rings true with 100 BPM. Basically, it's 60 over 100 here, so 60 over the BPM, and that's the seconds between quarter notes. So that's correct. The BPM is correct. You see, introducing the BPM here, it's always 95, on the ones I've seen at least. But then here, it's set to 100. It should be 100. I don't know if that means also that the first measure is just a little bit slow. Maybe that's an adjustment to try to compensate for the song offset. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter as much because it's a must hit equals false, and there are no 4 through 7 notes. So it's not a section where the camera is on the opponent and you're hitting arrows as well. But the BPM is indeed 100. That spacing rings true. And I think you could also make an argument that really what you want to focus on is the peak, or maybe even just slightly after. So you're looking at like 48 milliseconds here. The combination of the song offset and the global offset for me was 125, and that felt really good. That felt pretty well on sync to me. So that's pretty good. I'd have to change this back. I guess maybe the question is, how does this compare with other songs and the adjustments based on that? You just want it to be consistent, and then you can adjust the global offset based on what makes it on sync. I'm not a complete expert at this by any means. You could say I'm an expert at DDR. I mean, I played that competitively for quite a while. I even juggle while playing and still get AAAs or perfect scores. So all perfects on songs while juggling on heavy and challenge, or expert and challenge, or whatever mix, whatever skin for the difficulties, whatever names they have for them on that mix. But anyway, I have a lot of fun playing DDR and rhythm games. And yeah, I mean, this is basically a mix of PaRappa and DDR. The first rhythm game I played was PaRappa. I love PaRappa. It's a phenomenal game. I wish they came out with PaRappa 3. I was following Rap Rabbit. It didn't have enough funding, but if you look up Rap Rabbit, there was a crowdfunding site that has the details on it, and it looks super cool. It looks super cool, but it was never made. So this right here, I mean, it has all the flavor of PaRappa with a little bit more PG-13ness, I guess. But anyway, I'm having a lot of fun playing this game. I know some of the content here, like I don't know, the song titles or whatever. You know, I can't endorse that necessarily here, but anyway, the game itself, just the core mechanics and all that, I'm having a lot of fun playing. So anyway, hope you enjoy these videos, and I really like figuring out what's wrong with the chart and how to make it right. But in this case, the notes were perfect, and just I needed to adjust for the song offset plus global offset combo. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, all sick judgments on Coco. That's a new song, so I guess cut me some slack on not knowing the song title initially. I gotta learn these. All right, peace. God bless. Have a great day. Yeah.
Just learning the controls.
Right?
I'm refamiliarizing.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
There's a dance and Sterf.
I love that he's the only one in there so far.
I mean, what more do you need than DJ Sterf dancing and juggling?
Oh,
that's the
that's a screen flip.
Oh, you weren't on cam 6.